Greetings everyone, Thaddeus here. Okay, today I'm going to be going through the installation for the Season 2 client. The process I'm going to go through here is going to work for basically any mod pack that you want to set up for yourself. So what I've got here is I'm going to show you where you can go to get the mod list. If you go here to the playlists for Season 2, okay, you'll see here that I've got the mod list here. And I've also got a link here that you can go to where you can get a spreadsheet that I created. That spreadsheet has all of the mods. It has the mod version that I'm using, the mod author's name, and then the location where you can get the mod to download it. The main thing I'm going to be going through here is setting up the client. I'll do another video for how I set up my server for people who are interested in that. But this one's just going to focus on the client. So the first thing that we're going to do is we need to go ahead and we need to open up Minecraft. So normally you would, I actually made this video last night, but I didn't like the way it turned out, so I'm going to go ahead and do it again. So basically what we're doing is we're going to be doing a clean profile here, and I'm going to show you how to do the mod installs. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to create a new profile, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to make this one, we're just going to call it Season 2 for simplicity's sake. And I'm going to put it into its own directory, and that is so that I can keep all the files separate for what I'm doing here. And as far as the version goes, we need to go ahead and make it a 1.6.4 release. Now I do have some versions of Forge, but I'm going to go ahead and get the most updated version. So we're going to start with a clean 1.6 at this point, and then I'm running 64-bit version of Java. So I'm going to go ahead and increase my RAM up to 2 gigs to start, and if I need to I can increase that later. So I'm going to go ahead and save this profile, and from here I will find it on the list, Season 2. As you can see, I've got a lot of different profiles for a lot of the different setups that I have. So we're going to we're going to select Season 2, and we're going to hit play. Now if you don't already have a version of 1.6.4 installed, then it's going to go ahead and download it. So here you can see I've already got it. So I'm just going to quit. And then from here what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to get Minecraft Forge. And you want to go to the files.minecraft.forge.net. That's where you can get the download. So we come in here and we're looking for the most recent 1.6.4 version, and we're going to grab the installer. The reason why we want the installer is twofold. Number one, oh come on, I have this installed. Every other time this works, but for some reason this thing just doesn't like it today. Okay, here we go. Alright, so it's twofold. Number one, we want the installer because it'll let us install it for our client version as well as set up our own server. So we're just going to go ahead and download this here. It's going to take a couple of seconds. And what we want to do is we want to just make sure we've got the most recent version. Okay, so here we go. Forge installer, and I need to actually run it through Java. So let me go ahead and open my containing folder, and we're going to open that with Java. Okay, from here we're going to install the client, and it's going to default into the correct location here according to how it's registered. It's going to download the files we need, and it's ready to go. Now from here we're going to launch Minecraft again. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to edit this profile for Season 2. And here on the release version, we want to go down and we want to find the most recent version of Forge. So we've got that selected. We're going to hit Save Profile, and you'll see down here that it is ready. So we're going to go ahead and hit Play. Now what this is going to do is it's going to go ahead and get everything set up for us. It's going to download and install all the libraries. Boom, we're ready to go. So at this point here, you can look and see we've got the Minecraft Coder Pack, the Forge Mod Loader, and Minecraft Forge. So from here, let's go ahead and quit. And then I'm going to open up Minecraft again. Reason being is this is a real easy way to get to the folder that we need. If we hit Edit and say Open Game Directory, we'll go ahead and it'll open it straight to where we need to be, and here's the mods folder that we need. So in here, we are going to be copying in our mods. So we've already got Forge installed. The way I normally do this is I start with the most important mods to me. When I went through this last night, it went through with absolutely no problems. I don't expect any tonight, but you know, Murphy's Law. So the things that we really want to have is we want to have Ars Magica 2. We want to have Code Chicken Core because that gives us access to not enough items. It's also required for Ender storage, so we'll throw that in there. I want my damage indicators. I want my inventory tweaks, my iron chests, my map writer, and let's go ahead and throw in, what else do we want? Let's go ahead and start with Tinker's Construct and Mechworks, because those are pretty important to me. So at this point here, we're going to go ahead and hit play, and if you lose the screen, it's because it's going to default to full screen. That was one of the problems that I had yesterday, was I went to full screen and then you guys couldn't see anything. So since it's a brand new install, basically, it should just come up into a regular window. And there we are. I can maximize it, but if I go full screen, you guys will lose the video. So from here, again, we can see the mods that are installed. Everything's working fine so far. So we're going to go ahead and quit again. Now we're going to start adding more of the mods that we want. You may have noticed that it also added a 1.6.4 folder here because that's the version that we're using, and it put some extra data in there. Okay, so things we want as well. Let's throw in Thalmcraft and Thalmic Tinkerer, Railcraft, Power Crystals Core, which is required for nether ores. Let's throw in the NEI plugins and Natura. And then I'm going to go ahead and launch it again. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because I want to make sure that we don't have any ID conflicts. So, boom, here we go again. Should come up pretty quick. But each time you add more mods, it's going to take a little bit longer to load. So there we go, it just made a Railcraft folder. 21 mods, we can go in and look at the mod list if we want to. So everything's looking good so far. We're going to quit out again, and we're going to go ahead and go back to our mods folder here. And from here, let's go ahead and put in Ancient Warfare and its plugin. And let's throw in the Barrels mod. Now there are a couple of mods that install a little bit differently, and you need to be aware of that. Better Dungeons is one of them. If you open up the zip folder, you'll see here it says copy the contents in this folder into your Minecraft folder. So here we've got two. I'm going to save this one for last, as well as Ruins, because it has the same kind of modified installation, and it's just because they've got resource folders that are required. So let's throw in our extra utilities and our dungeon pack, extra biomes, open blocks, and our special mobs. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and launch one more time. And again, we're just checking for ID conflicts. If we have a conflict here, then we can expect to have one when we set up a server as well. And then we just have to make sure that once we correct it, we do the same thing on both the client and the server Otherwise, if your configuration files are different, it's not going to let you join the server. And here we are, 29 mods loaded. Let's go ahead and quit again. Now let's get to these last two. Now, the reason why I'm familiar with the especially Ruins is because I've used this one many, many times. It's got a README file here that'll tell you what you need to do to install it. And so we're going to go into the setup here, and this one here, if you read this text file, tells you exactly where to put it. So it's been designed in a way so that you can set it up pretty easily. But see, if you see here, there's a resources folder and 2 different mods. He's got his own update checker to make sure that you're up to date on your system. So from here, we're going to go and copy these in. And let's see. We should have Ruins, update checker, and a resources folder. So this one's done. Next, we're going to do the same for Better Dungeons. Now, this one here says into your .minecraft folder. So that means the chocolate folder here needs to go here straight into your profile for this. So we're just going to copy that into there, go into mods, and we're going to grab the Better Dungeons zip file. And boom, there we are. Now, this should be our last time launching this to check for ID conflicts. Is it going to crash or is it going to load? Okay, 32 mods, it's loaded. So I'm going full screen so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and create a new world here. Okay, and I'm just going to go in creative. And let's see, I don't think this one has... Okay, so if I was using the Biomes of Plenty, I would have to change the world type here to Biomes of Plenty, but I'm not. I like Biomes of Plenty, but it has so many different biomes and types of wood and stuff that I don't want that many. So I'm just going to go ahead and create this world. Shouldn't take too long. Okay. Come on, come on. And here we go. Okay. Oh my goodness. I spawned in a village. I think that's the first time that's ever happened to me. Okay, so it is going to be a little bit slow here while it's building the world. But it looks like I'm in a redwood forest. Yep. And looks like we've got, well, some zombies to start with. And looks like we've got a full castle here. This is the one that has the pig and cow farms. Hopefully we'll run into one of these. It's also got cannons. And here we have... I thought I saw a ruin around here. Somebody's getting killed. Is it over here somewhere? It's pretty loud. The odd smelling was killed by missile damage. Ah! Must be these guys fighting. The NPCs will fight zombies. As you can see right there. So, having a castle here with this village is kind of cool. Where is that loud zombie? Is he inside of one of these? Oh, he is. Oh, and he's got a bow. Run! It's a zombie with a bow. Is he actually shooting at the villagers? I think he is. Now we'll just finish him off. Okay, so the world's pretty much loaded now. So let me just go ahead and... Looks like we got a nice snow biome. Whoa. What in the world is that? Wow. Oh, this is from Chocolate Quest, Better Dungeons. The reason I know that is because I see this spawner here that's not doing anything. I've read on the forums that people have mentioned with this mod in particular that the spawners don't work. And that's if you're in creative. They're a specialized spawner that just spawns once and then disappears. And it looks like this thing here had this little castle right next to it. Wow, this would be a great seed. If anybody wants the seed for this, let me know. I'll get it for you. In fact, you know what? I can do it right now, can't I? So there, if anyone's interested in the seed, there it is. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and quit and save, and we're done with configuring our client. At this point, if you're going to run this in a single-player world, just on your computer, then we've been through the entire setup. That's all there is to it. Thankfully, all of the mods are working nicely together. And if you guys want the seed, go ahead and jump in and start playing and have fun. The next video I'm going to make is going to be about setting this up for the server, how I build my servers, and then I'll actually transfer it over to my physical server machine. So with that, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Or if you're not interested in setting up your own server, then I will see you when I start Season 2. Thanks for watching, guys.